Well, let's start with the games where an actual division title was clinched, and you guys did a good job on Football Night in America of showing the Buccaneers Saints and the Panthers Falcons game back to back in real time. We're watching those; they're both 1 o'clock kicks. It's like if the Buccaneers win, it doesn't matter what the Falcons do, but they were down for most of that game. Let's start with the Buccaneers Saints. Buccaneers do come back and win 27-19 in this one, their fourth straight NFC South title, but they had to come back to do it. Baker Mayfield making plays at the end. What was your takeaway of a gritty, gutty victory by Tampa Bay, finally pulling it out against the Saints?
I think the big thing is, and what we're going to have to continue to see with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is their offense is going to have to kind of drag them across the finish line. I think that's what they are, right? The big thing with Tampa, they got talent on both sides of the ball. We know the offense is super aggressive and explosive. It took them a little while to get going today. But the third quarter, I felt like, was the moment. When they went down and scored on the first drive of the third quarter, that changed the football game for good from that point on, to where you at least felt like momentum was on their side. But here's the other big thing with me, Ahmed, and Tampa and going forward. It's like, as I wrote in my notes watching the game, it's just too aggressive on defense. It's too many 5-man fronts and 6-man fronts. Again, you've heard me joke about this. There was a few times that I looked up and I was like, wait, are the Saints running for 10 yards a run? Like, what? Am I missing something? Why do we have all these people at the line of scrimmage? What are we doing? They're gashing you in the pass game. I know that. But they're still playing run defense. They put too many people at the line of scrimmage, too many eggs in that basket, and then their secondary's banged up, and it allows what we've seen, teams be able to throw the ball on them at will. I wish they would change that approach. They got to reevaluate a little bit. Like, oh, hey, if a team, Washington, we're not scared of their run game, we're more worried about Jaden Daniels picking us apart in the pass game in the wild card round, they need to play that style a little bit more. More pass defense, less dominate the line of scrimmage run type defense. That kind of drives me crazy about Tampa Bay in general.
So we get them. That's our playoff game next week. We get Tampa is the 3 seed hosting Washington next week. I don't know. I haven't seen a line on that one. I think we have them later on here. I'm sure it's pretty close.
They played first game of the year, right? That was Jaden Daniels' first game as a starter. He was nervous as hell. He told me that. Yeah. So they're going to see a different guy here as far as what he is compared to then. That's for sure.
Buccaneers are a 3-point favorite in that game.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's an interesting matchup. I know we'll hit on it on our Wednesday pod a little bit. I worry about both defenses in that matchup is what I would tell you right off the bat. That's my first thought. But Tampa, the offense, the offensive line, you've heard me say this. It's one of the best in football. They're physical as hell. They can pass protect to allow big throws down the field. Evans, of course, is still damn dangerous, and that was so cool how he got the record today and got the 11,000-yard season in a row. The first player ever to have it, the first 11 seasons of his career, right? That was a cool moment, certainly. But the Jalen McMillan, the Bucky Irvin running the football, this Bucs offense is going to be a problem for people. It's going to be all about their defense. And what I don't understand is Vita Vea and Kalijah Kancey are both very good defensive tackles, yet they play defenses like they don't have good defensive tackles and that they need extra help to stop the run. And like I was saying, they just need to kind of back off that a little bit and put one more egg into the pass coverage basket. Saints played good today. They played tough. I give them a lot of credit. They were undermanned for sure. You said it to start. At one point in the game, they were controlling the football game, and you felt like Tampa was asleep at the wheel. But Tampa woke up. They won it. Good for them, and now they'll host a playoff game.
Yeah, they Saints missed the playoffs for the 4th straight season. They were 0 for 7 this year without Derek Carr. 5 for 5 with him. So I know Alvin Kamara was a huge part of their offense, right, but Derek Carr was as well, it seems like. So we do have some video of Mike Evans getting mobbed in the locker room, and also a tweet from Sloppy Joe Namath that says, got to give the damn okay to Baker, man. That laser touchdown at the end of the game to clinch the NFC South was sexy AF. I mean, I know on the show the guys were giving a lot of credit to McMillan, but Baker has made so many plays this year that you're just like, wow, like a lot of highlight plays.
Devin McCourty said, what a catch. I tried to jump in and go, what a throw. I mean, running towards the line of scrimmage, like from 35 yards out and throwing a laser 5 feet off the ground, right on point. So Jalen McMillan could catch the ball and dot the toes. Go ahead, Ahmed.
4th and 2. Lions elect to go for it. Jahmyr Gibbs over the middle, touchdown. Lions up by 7. pending Gates report.
I'm such a good friend, okay, that this happened a minute and a half ago for me, and I let it go so you can enjoy the moment, okay?
Thank you.
But
Thank
nice play there. Little like halfback right down the middle. I bet you he made a little move like he was going to go vertical or out. He was one-on-one. He cut it back inside. There was nobody there. The aggressive Lions right now, right? I mean, it's actually going vice versa. The aggressiveness of the Vikings is biting them in the ass tonight, and you guys are capitalizing, and that's good to see.
I know. Come on, Kevin O'Connell, take the points. To quit being a moron out there. All right, so Lions get the extra point. They're up by 8. We'll keep that going. Hey, Pete really wants to know what you thought of the Bucs trying to get Mike Evans the touchdown at the end there. He thinks it was foolish. You thought it was foolish, Pete?
Well, I think a lot of people thought it was foolish. I mean, only bad things can happen for, you worry about that, right?
Yeah.
Tip pass in the air and all of a sudden it's intercepted and they're in field goal range. Or
that's true.
They know he's going to throw it and he catches it. And as soon as he catches it, somebody hits him and it pops up in the air, right? There's just those things that usually coaches are very aware of. They're very conservative by nature, but I'll say with Todd Bowles, a defensive head coach, like letting the offense do that, maybe he's gone, wait, I got to go to the dark side here. Give my man what he deserves. That was really cool. I think it shows you how much the organization and team love Mike Evans. I think that's the big point there, Ahmed and Pete, because like I'm with you, Pete. I was certainly like, I don't know if you should do that. But either way, it was cool to see and good for him. And he's special. And for this day and age, hey, he's one of those few receivers in the glorified stats era that is going to go to the Hall of Fame. I don't have any doubt in saying that.
Yep. A little dinged up this year early on. He didn't know how much he'd be able to play down the stretch, but came back and was his old self. So Buccaneers are in the playoffs. The Falcons are not.
Yo, homies. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it's time. The NFL season is here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
You can hit subscribe to get all the weekly picks, plus our Sunday recaps as the games are happening.
Oh, you know it. Nobody does that better than us. Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out. We'll see you next time on Unbuttoned.